Yesterday, Donald Trump fired Jim Comey, who's the director of the FBI, who also happens to be doing an investigation of the Trump campaign and their connections to the Russians. Sure, it's a wild coincidence. But they say, no, you don't understand. They wrote in their letter, the Attorney General and the Deputy Attorney General did, no, it's because of what Comey did to Hillary Clinton. Now, these are the same people who were chanting, lock her up, but they say, the way that he mishandled the situation during a press conference, explaining all the things that Hillary Clinton did wrong, but not charging her, and they apparently thought the Democrats would be happy about this. No. That was a long time ago. He's now in the middle of an investigation of the president. When the president fires him, of course, people are gonna think it's not what he did to his opponent, which he seemed to love and which we'll prove to you right now, but it's because of what James Comey was doing to Donald Trump in terms of the Russian investigation. So now they say, they're shocked and chagrined by what he did to Hillary Clinton. Back then, though, they seemed pretty happy when Comey announced 11 days before the election that he was reopening the Hillary Clinton investigation. Here's what Donald Trump had to say. Well, I hear fantastic. I don't know, Comey, I hear fantastic things. Beyond fantastic. I can say that I hope he is straight up. I think if he's straight up, that she's not going to be able to run. Now that was before Comey announced that he was not charging Hillary Clinton. But at that point, Trump thinks he's beyond fantastic. Then he decides not to charge her, but berates her. Then he decides 11 days before the election, hey, you know what? I'm reopening the investigation. At that point, Trump has this to say. I have great respect for the FBI for righting this wrong. The American people fully understand her corruption, and we hope all justice will finally be served. This is the biggest political scandal since Watergate. That's funny and ironic. And I'm sure that it will be properly handled from this point forward. Okay. Turns out there might have been a little bit larger scandal than the Hillary Clinton one, and that might be the Donald Trump one. So he went on to say at another gathering, he said about Comey, he brought it back. He's got to hang tough because there's a lot of people want him to do the wrong thing. What he did was the right thing. Now I'm telling you that today because today their claim is that they're firing James Comey for what he did to Hillary Clinton. Preposterous! At the time they loved it, and there's your quotes explaining how much they loved it and how much they thought it was the right thing, but I'm not done yet. Then we go to Reince Priebus. Now this was after they already got elected. He said, Trump has confidence in Director Comey. We have had a great relationship with him over the last several weeks. He's extremely competent. And it goes on to talk more about him, okay? Then we're gonna go to Sean Spicer. Now Sean Spicer, this was not after the election, this was not right before the election, this was last week. That's the White House press secretary. He said, the president has confidence in the director. Okay, so that is very, very clear. Now, let's go back to the campaign. And after the announcement that that Comey was reopening the investigation on Hillary Clinton, and let's listen to again, Trump and Jeff Sessions, who of course now is the Attorney General, who fired Comey. Watch.
Lou, I don't think it's a little bitty matter. I don't believe he would re-announce this unless he thought there was something pretty darn serious here that he had to tell the American people about rather than keep it secret. Because if it's different from what he told the Congress in his testimony and the American people, then he had to correct. FBI Director Comey did the right thing. When he found new evidence, he had no choice but to report to the American Congress, where he had under oath testified the investigation was over. He had to correct that and say this investigation is ongoing now.
And I have to give the FBI credit. That was so bad what happened originally, and it took guts for Director Comey to make the move that he made in light of the kind of opposition he had, where they're trying to protect her from criminal prosecution. You know that. It took a lot of guts. I really disagreed with him. I was not his fan, but I'll tell you what he did, he brought back his reputation. He brought it back. He's got to hang tough because there's a lot of people want him to do the wrong thing. What he did was the right thing.
What he did was the right thing. Sessions not only said it was the right thing, he had no choice. That's the thing that they're claiming they're firing him for today. Look, if you're gonna fire James Comey because he's investigating you, at least bother to think up of a decent excuse for 5 minutes. I mean, that's the best excuse you guys could come up with? The thing that you praise him for to no end earlier, and that you feel so aggrieved for what happened to Hillary Clinton under James Comey, that's why you fired him. That is the world's worst excuse. Now, if that's not bad enough, we found a video of Donald Trump after he's elected. They're in the Oval Office, blowing a kiss to James Comey. Now you think, okay, this is the beginning of a joke and we're gonna show you some other video. No, we're not kidding. We're gonna show you the actual video. This is the guy, he says, now at this point he already knows what he did to Hillary Clinton. Later he would claim that they're so upset at how he handled the Hillary Clinton investigation that they had to fire James Comey. But they already know it when this is happening. Watch.
Oh, and there's James. He's become more famous than me. Director Comey.
Oh, and there's James.
He blew a kiss at him. Now he's saying, oh yeah, I was so mad at James Comey for what he did to Hillary Clinton. After I blew a kiss at him, then I decided to fire him. Coincidentally, after he asked for more funding for the investigation of me and my ties to Russia. Does anyone in their right mind believe that? Even if you're a conservative, deep right-winger, do you really think, oh man, he's just sticking up for Hillary? You don't believe that. You know why he fired Comey. He fired Comey because he was looking into Trump and Russia. It is the most obvious thing in the world.
Membership helps fund the Young Turks. You know one great thing about that? That means we're not accountable to anyone but you guys. That's why we're strong together, because we built this show around you. Come build it even bigger and better at tytnetwork.com/join.